Welcome to Autism Tips and Tools, where we highlight the best practical guidance from previous episodes of Autism Knows No Borders. Whether you're a self-advocate, a family member, or a service provider, there's something here for you. I'm Rachel Harmon, a professional in the field of autism services, outreach, and advocacy, and the following clip is from a roundtable discussion with our Global Autism Community, where autistic self-advocates shared their experiences with masking, the emotional toll it takes, and the journey towards authenticity. Here's Terra Vance sharing her ideas about autistic masking and identity.
Everyone does mask, like you said, Rachel. It is not the same as autistic masking, but everyone can relate to, showing a different side of yourself in different places or dampening maybe the better parts of yourself and the worst parts so that you stay in that comfortable middle ground that's just generic and doesn't make waves. But our middle ground is so different from everyone else's, right? So we're already trying to adjust for massive differences. I think we experience emotions differently. I think that we experience empathy differently. And at the very nature of what makes up identity, and this is my actual theory of autism that I'm trying to find some researchers to take, but I've been informally researching for the last 5 years, is that we are different at the level of identity. Identity is defined as where a person is on their social intersections. So if you have somebody who's Latin, a mother, a Christian, an EMT, from a certain area, a wife, middle class, all these social intersections and how similar and different she is to other people and how much each of those social intersections matter to that one person, right? So not every person who has the same intersections has the same identity. Someone might be really into being a Christian and an EMT, but an autistic person's identity is not where they are at the intersections of all their social identities. It's where they are at the intersection of their values. And so we do everything that we do to preserve and maintain our values and passions, right? We are what we love and we are our values. So when people say, "Who are you?" to non-autistic people, they start out with, I'm a parent, I'm a Christian, and they say all these things that are related to how they are positioned to people in their lives, right? Their coworkers, their family members, their spouse or partner. But you ask an autistic person and they say, "I'm a lover of justice. I'm brutally honest," things like that. And so we have to care about things that aren't that big of a deal to us. And the things that we do care about that are our core self, we have to dampen, right? So anyone can be honest, but I have never met a non-autistic person who's honest the way that autistic people can be honest, right? I don't think that we have the same definition for that word and what it means. So we're always too extreme in the values because we'll tear down our social intersections if the values don't align. And that's not to say we're morally superior, because an autistic person can have horrifying values. We've seen that on the news. Fascists, autistic people doing, acts of domestic terrorism. That does not mean that autistic people are always morally superior, but that those differences in emotions and empathy and identity are just always at odds with most people. And so I think we find each other even if we don't know we're autistic. And we tend to kind of carve out our own little, in the best circumstances, our own little niche of other autistic people who are defined by their values and passions more than their social intersections.
Thanks for tuning in to Autism Knows No Borders. Would you like to hear more about the struggle for authenticity directly from autistic voices? Follow the link in the show notes for the full conversation, and be sure to subscribe for more stories from people connected to autism, inspiring change, and building community. Let's work together to transform how the world relates to autism. Thanks for listening. Take care.